last night at the All-Star game as well. Represented us really well, and happy for their successes as well. But we can't wait to get them back. We'll regather this afternoon and see how those guys get back, and we'll have a full complement of training tomorrow. Probably just without Jan Glivinovic. I think everyone else is pretty good to go.
Can you talk about how massive that was for Ty to score the goal and for him, the club moving forward, just with him getting the MVP?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a good display of players who do well get rewarded, and I'm so happy for him and happy for Jacob. I mean, Jacob played a little bit longer than I thought he should play, or we agreed to play. And then, Kai from, not even in the All-Star to starting, which just means how much he is valued. And he knows that as well now, I think. So that's great for him to have his third All-Star appearance. Happy. It just brings overall quality up, and, we get those guys coming back with another good experience and the quality really high. So, and that's how we want to present ourselves come Saturday.
Bradley, you and Colorado coach Chris Armas spent some time together in the past.
Yeah, he was my roommate when I first got here.
Really? So, can you just talk about, is there anything that you learned from him sitting in your position now that he imparted in you when you were assistant?
Yeah, I think, we've learned a lot of things from each other, I think, and one of the best things I've learned from Chris is, how he treats people and puts people first, and that's some of the things that I've always tried to take away with, and I'm really happy for him, and he's found a really good place where he can show who he is and what he's about as a coach, and I'm happy for all the success that he's having there. So he's brought stability to the club, and we have some good banter back and forth and a couple of phone calls here and there, and excited to see each other. They're a hard-working team. They're very tough to break down. We have certain qualities that they also appreciate and respect, and we just hope those come out more often than their qualities. But they are very strong up in the attack. Navarro and Mihailovic, very lethal. Good combination there with those two. And then, they feisty. They fight, for everything that they're, and they've had some good results. 3-0 down in Seattle, tie the game 3-3. So they've had some comeback moments as well, and that just shows a team that's intact and fights for each other.
You talk about that attack with Navarro and Mihailovic. What's been the message to the club this week to maybe just keep them in check for 90 minutes?
Yeah, listen, there's often then the 1v1 responsibilities, or then there's the supply responsibilities. Can we cut off supply chain to them, and can we cut off, and then can we overload them? Because sometimes it's not enough just to go in a 1v1. Sometimes you need, from the wide guy double down, or the weak side connecting, or you need, coming back in the game. So there's different mechanisms and ways we can try and get at these guys, because they have shown quality in 1v1 where they can be lethal.
When you look back, when you took the job as the head coach, one of your priorities was trying to make Subaru Park one of the premier home field advantages. Do you feel like Subaru Park is back to where it needs to be as one of the premier home field advantages?
Yeah, I'm not sure of our current homestand. I'm not sure how many. I don't know. You guys might know that better than me. Our sort of results right now, where they are. I think we've done pretty well at home, and we continue to show that. And we, some days it's not going to go your own way, and then you have to grind out a result like we've shown. Some days you're going to have to dig deep, like the Galaxy game, and come back from behind. Or some days you're just going to dominate like we did, a couple of weeks ago. Against the Red Bulls. So there's different ways that we've gone about things, and that's so special about this group, because it's been awesome from this group to see how we go down in adversity, to see how we can thrive in dominance, to see how we can, just different ways. To the only order is 3 points. That's the only thing in mind, is to get the 3 points. So, and on Saturday is the next step about going about that journey of getting and securing the next 3 points.
When you were preparing for Colorado, was there anything else that stood out? Do you think that's going to present any challenges for you guys?
Yeah, like I said, just their overall commitment as a group. They fight. They have some feisty midfielders. They have some tough centre backs. Again, if you can pick each department and find something good about them to be cautious of, or we can also expand that to show where we can have opportunities to go at them. So, I think it's just another soccer game.
We can switch over to Zoom. Jonathan Tannable.
Thank you, Nico. Hi, Bradley.
Hey, John.
the transfer window is open. You're inevitably going to get lots of questions about it. So I guess here's the first one of them. Are you satisfied with this roster as it stands now to take it the rest of the way this year?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you've seen us be consistent with rotations, with results, and that's a sign of a good team and a good roster, a roster we believe in, until something else, again, I don't think there's any club when a window opens that they're not looking. And we do have, some opportunities here or there to acquire some players. And if something presents itself, we'll have a look. But I don't think we are desperate to sign anybody right now.
And you mentioned there, the opportunities that are out there. Are there particular positions where you think those opportunities are, where you might like an extra tool in the box if you can get it?
Yeah, listen, I mean, those are discussions for another day and maybe, a different department, So, yeah, Ernst and I are in contact with each other, obviously. We work pretty well together. Again, it's not like no names have been brought up. There's been a few, and we've either passed on those and not worth it. So only if character-wise, technical-wise, or talent-wise, will we ever even consider about something right now, because we do feel the chemistry within the group is excellent. There's good synergy. We challenge each other every day, and there's good competition, and I think we've shown that.
One more from me, which is, there's now going to be a 5-way playoff race, it looks like, for the rest of the year. A lot of scoreboard watching. Obviously, you have games to come against some of the teams that are left. How do you foresee this playing out, and what do you think puts your team at the top when all is said and done?
Again, we'll finish where we think we need to finish, and I'm not even opening those discussions with the team right now, thinking where we can end up, because when you get thought in that process or get caught in that process, you're going to be wasting energy thinking about what could be, should be, and whatever, and that's, for me, pie in the sky. For me, there's another game, it's a cross-conference, and it's another 3 points. So this is only on my mind, and for sure we have in-house objectives as a staff, which we have presented to the players, and the players have collaborated with us, but it's not an end goal. It's a short-term goal to then sort of serve a purpose to receive that end line goal. Right now we have another game in our 5-game window, and this is the 5th and the last game of that block. So, and I can say we're on track to meet our points objective.
All right, thanks Bradley, thanks everyone.
Thank you.